Hello and welcome to Pillars of Eternity to Deadfire. Last time we fought a big giant earthworm of some sort and also got all the information from the mosaic that we needed for the Dario quest, and we explored a little bit the old city beneath Neketaka. It was very uncomfortable down there, but we found a lot of good loot, so that was very exciting, at least for me. And now we have to return to Dario and talk to him about the mosaic. We know that it is somehow connected to Ukaiza, that is this famous lost city. So we have to find out how this is all connected and what we can find out about all that. So let's waste no time and do just that and make our way to Dario. Oh, I could have used the rope system there, right? So, where is it? There it is. Use the ropes to shimmy. Nice. I also thought about maybe switching out my companions a little bit to have a different party composition, but I will do that after we visit Dario. And I'm not quite sure what I'll do after that. There is still one part of Neketaka that I haven't been to, so I think I will check that out first. And then I want to also explore the island on which Neketaka is a little bit by foot, so haven't done that either. We've been in Neketaka in the city for quite a long time, so I'm itching for some more exploration around the city, and also sooner rather than later, getting back on our ship and explore the adjacent islands a little bit more. So let's run back. Go to Dario's hideout. We also found a thing to summon a thing down in the middle of some corpses. I haven't done it yet. I'm a bit hesitant, but we might do it in the future as long as I remember. So let's talk to Dario.
What do
Dario.
you require?
So, about the Cornet of
A
Waves.
most agreeable topic. Or so I hope.
He draws his hands together and regards you over long, tented fingers. I found a mosaic in a temple of Ondra deep in the old city.
Galarde, you watchers truly are workers of miracles.
He claps, and a figure waiting by the door scurries into the Narrows. What is your interest in Ukaizo? He smiles, but he fidgets madly with the gold at the hem of his tunic.
The mosaic is an ancient work of art. Such marvels must be preserved.
His fingers continue working at his hem. You're way too interested in this find, and in keeping it a secret for this to be about art. A small gold thread comes away in his fingers. He frowns at it.
Let us discuss your payment instead. A suitable enough topic, no?
He clears his throat and produces a blunderbuss. After a brief pause, he whirls around and holds it out to you.
Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price.
Oh, that might be something for Seraphim. And also lots of XP. Indeed, I would hate for anyone to say that. He gives you a respectful if strained smile and nods to one of his attendants who produces a bag of coin. 200 copper.
Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on.
Fine. Let's discuss something else.
What do you require?
Okay, nothing else.
A moment, I almost forgot.
Okay. He takes the needlework from the table and unfurls it. It's larger than it initially looked.
Percum Blanca. Take it and indulge my vanity.
He hands you a lovingly crafted flag. Oh, we got the Principe colors. Nice. That will help us for the Seraphim quest.
It is not as grand as the sails I once made, but my fingers are ever restless.
Nice. I mean, that was the main reason why we went into the gauntlet in the first place, to get the Principe colors. So, that's pretty good. Let me quickly... Formation, wait, no, map. Where can I switch my companions? I don't know. Well, first of all, let's see if the blunderbuss is something for good old Seraphim. This kitchen stove. It does not seem very good. Multi-shot veil piercing. Plus 30% damage. I mean, it doesn't seem very good. Am I missing something here? I mean, it has pretty good additional effects. Let's read a little bit about it. Tairal Tyrant, dwarf captain of the valiant privateer Carrack Furiato Vielo. Swiftly. Learned well the deadly business of deck-to-deck combat over his long years of violent plunder. The blunderbuss is boarding crew's favorite weapon, was well suited to the task of sweeping an enemy deck of opponents. But reloading such a weapon was damnably slow in the heat of combat. Tyrell, a capable gunsmith, set forth to improve his own weapon. He needed a firearm that could be loaded quickly. It had to be able to, in his words, fire anything, even the goddamn kitchen stove. In that endeavor, he was successful. The gun he crafted could accommodate just about any type of ammunition, so long as it fit down the trumpet-like barrel. Tyrell was known to load nails, forks, and even coins into the gun. In a particularly grisly recollection, after suffering a near-fatal gunshot wound to the face, he is said to have rammed a handful of his own broken teeth into the trusty weapon before shooting his attackers dead. Tyrell, aged, scarred, and battle-weary, eventually retired. Ill-suited to a life ashore, he fell on hard times and was forced to pawn the weapon that had saved his life many times over. Both he and the weapon faded into obscurity. Interesting. Like, the actual damage isn't great, but since it's a special weapon, I kind of wanted to change it. Do like having special weapons. Min's Fortune, that is a saber. That could be something for Adair, right? So I probably will give that to him. Okay. So, yeah, let's leave this place for now. And go to the gullet. So that was very successful with Dario. Now we have the Principe colors that we need for, or that is one option at least, how we could get into, what is the name? The fort of the Principe, where Seraphim wants us to go. Or I should say where we have to go with him. So we can do that in the near future. Fort Deadlight, I think is the name, if I remember correctly. Okay. Now, how am I able to switch my party composition again? Ship management? Probably not. But Triumph of Dario the Lean. Oh, so that... Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's read about it. Maritime flags declared a ship's origin and allegiance and are used to distinguish friend from foe on the high seas. This is a flag of the Principe San Patrena. Though universally selfish and fiercely independent, the Principe fly these colors to avoid inadvertently attacking one another in their quest for plunder. Oh. Let's equip these sails. Valiant Trading Company colors. Huana colors. Well, not for now. But that's not what I wanted. Where can I switch my party? Inventory. Appearance. AI behavior. Reputation. Journal. Character. Map? No. Don't remember. I mean... Okay.
Ahoy.
Yes?
Well,
I'm here. Of
I will
course.
figure it out eventually. So for now, let's leave the gullet though. I have been to Periki's Overlook, so let's go there. But how? Maybe at an inn? Or when I rest? I've seen the option before. I just don't remember where it was. I figured it out. I figure it out. Don't worry. But now let's go to Periki's Overlook. The last part of the Kataka I haven't explored. And I want to at least have a look at that. And probably then after that, leave the city. For now, we will come back for sure. Okay, there we are at Periki's Overlook. Let's first have a look at the map. Raymond, Water Shaper Guild. Oh, that could be interesting. Archimede's Manor. That seems very impressive. Freshman's Dark Cupboard. That's probably like an inn or so. Exotic Herbs. Overlook Cuisine. Where he's metalwork. Luminous Bathhouse. Oh, we heard about that. That is where the one girl was fired from, right? Okay. I think I will make my way first towards the what I assume is the inn. I'm not 100% sure, but whoa!
Did the Queen summon everyone
What's
to the
that?
palace?
Akira, I've never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Kahopa, it does not.
Okay, there are people to talk to. I
You
will
have
talk
no
to these
right
people.
to interfere in Rawatai's business.
Hawana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
Maybe I have to talk to the
Yes.
people for that. Let's talk to Idwin.
Ado, Captain. Do you require my expertise?
I'd like to ask you about your condition. I haven't talked to my crew for some time now, so that's actually a good chance to do that.
My condition?
She
If
scouts.
by that you mean the results of my experiment upon the sea, I have no interest in discussing it at this time. Or likely ever.
If you change your mind, you can talk to me.
I appreciate that. But I assure you that I will not.
I want to ask you about your work as an
My
animancer.
studies?
Yeah?
I cannot promise a dissertation, but I'll happily discourse upon the broader strokes.
Well, what is your specific area of study?
You haven't read my work, then?
She chuckles quietly.
As an apprentice, I focused on, and then helped discredit, the phrenological approach.
Oh, that one.
At the time, it seemed more difficult than I thought it should be.
At the time.
Some of my colleagues had a vested interest in a model of the world that included an inherent hierarchy of kith. That some kith made more worthy receptacles for souls than others, based on the shape of their brow or the length of their ears, was apparently an idea too tantalizing to abandon. Afterwards, my interest turned to the theoretical, before shifting a few decades later to the study of parapsychological inertia.
Psychological inertia, as in people thinking the same thing over and over.
Close.
She nods appraisingly.
Parapsychological inertia. The tendency for some souls to gravitate towards familiar locales or engage in behaviors exhibited from past lives. From there, I moved on to work in metamortality, the scientific study of souls over lifetimes and the cycle of reincarnation. Which brings us to the present.
What do you hope to do with what you learn?
You set the sled before the dogs. Before making decisions regarding what should be done, we must first understand what is. Anything else is a dream in the
I
dark.
see. Any idea how Earthas is moving that statue across the sea? She laughs, a flat palm covering her open mouth.
I could theorize, but given how little I've observed of him, it would be irresponsible of me to do so. It must require incredible energy, though. Staggering amounts of soul essence. And can Audra truly be so flexible? Why does he not crumble?
That's a good point. She shakes her head and
Whatever
shrugs.
he is, however he accomplishes it, perhaps we can discover together. If the discovering doesn't kill us.
What's so important about Luminous Audra?
That depends on who you ask.
She shakes her head.
Generally, Audra conducts soul energy. Luminous Audra also stores it, however. Is it simply a worse conductor getting clogged by essence? Or is this indicative of a specialized function? Unfortunately, greed stymies inquiry. Rawatai and the Republics grind every ounce they find down into bath salts. Of course, Captain.
Okay.
I shall.
Whoops. Let's go to the dark cupboard. It sounds like an inn. Not sure if it is. If not, we will just check out what it is. And then look a little bit closer into Periki's Overlook and what we can find here. Definitely want to have a look at the bathhouse, since we already heard about that. And we also need Luminous Ardra for the quest.
Live up the name.
Ooh. Ironclad Constructor. Maybe it's not an inn. Maybe it's just a... I don't know what this is. It's a shop.
Shop imp, greetings.
This imp mutters something dark and hateful under its breath. It regards you with narrow, wandering eyes and flared nostrils. Show me what you got. Ooh. Oh. Can I have a look at it? Interesting. Lots of potions. Scrolls. Oh, here. Quarterstaff. Okay. Ring of Focused Flame. Accuracy with fire attacks. Shield. Spellkeeper. Plus 5 all defenses against spells. Grants spell cache. Another grimoire. Plus 1 constitution resistance to dexterity afflictions. Interesting. Let's see if we can sell some stuff that we don't need. Just the basic things here. Yeah, these ones I can sell as well. Actually, this one I can sell. Stiletto. Mont. Exceptional large steel. Fine warhammer. Rid of the rod. Think we can sell these. I'm mostly interested in just the special armor and weapons, so can pass on that. And the books to sell. All right. Yeah, that's quite a bit of money. Take it. What's that thing?
I'll handle this.
Drag and pet to sacrifice? What about Peter? Oh, we can assemble a creature. No, I don't want to kill my pets. For no reason.
Fortune for a pun, good madam?
What's going on there?
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune?
The puppet in the box cocks his head to the side and stares at you with a vacant expression. He taps the metal coin slot expectantly. Okay, sure. I'd like to hear my fortune. The puppet's eyes close and he steeples his fingers. You hear gears whirring and clicking inside the box. His eyes reopen, this time with an amber glow.
I see a bucket. No, a ship. You're going to embark on a journey very soon. Or have you already? If you encounter a man in a hat, you must be careful not to speak to him. The consequences are too dire.
Wow.
I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
Let's give it another one.
I see a fork in the road. There's a statue of a human. Someone in robes. Take the left fork. If you go right, it could get ugly. Don't ask me why.
Okay. You're not very good at this,
I
are
just
you?
told you an accurate fortune. You'll be thanking me when it comes true.
Okay.
Oliver, you were right. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's what you'll say. Guaranteed.
What's your story?
I got on Archimede's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience.
Wow.
I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
I wasn't aware it was possible to bind a soul to this type of contraption.
How about you get yourself over to the Animance's Tower in the Sacred Stair then? No need to gawk at me.
Do the Huana have any problem with Archimere holding you here as a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an archmage at her disposal to care.
His hinged mouth twitches in a sad
I
smile.
can't blame her. The Huana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
Do any of your fortunes actually come true?
Sure, all the time.
Okay. Okay, fine. I mean, let's talk to Fizina and Berento.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Bertenno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that. Madiko!
What's happening here?
That flaccid Batso.
This young wizard clutches the countertop, looking as if she's either going to vault over it or snap it in half.
Imp, you had none of that, huh?
The imp mutters to himself in a dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fascina.
She grabs a fistful of her hair and sighs. What is this all about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers.
What?
The master will kill me if I don't get them back. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Yeah, it is strange that the constructs didn't attack him. So
Is
what's
it
going on?
strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious.
Plus that she finds any excuse to look elsewhere. Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
Why aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Bertenno used to spend a lot of late nights here.
Okay. Fascina coughs into her fist and avoids eye contact.
I got into the construct's guts and marked off Bertenno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
Okay. Why are these gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Well, I'll get those gloves back.
You will?
I'll try.
If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps.
Well, a discount would be nice. She blinks twice in disbelief before regarding you with a warm smile.
You look capable. While I am stuck behind this counter, I am in no position to refuse help. A discount goes without saying. You're saving me a world of trouble by doing this. Thank you. I do not know where Bertenno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Ah, okay. Fasina bites her thumbnail and glares at the door, seeming to wish it would burst off its hinges.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Berteno wouldn't be so panicked.
Tell me about yourself.
I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them.
Well, this Arkemir guy sounds like a weird guy. You use a lot of honorifics when you talk about Arkemir.
He makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship.
She grins, glancing left and right.
To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Oh, wow. Well, we will come back. I can look at her wares when I get the discount. Do I want to go down? Not now. Not now. Okay, it wasn't an inn, but it was interesting to see what this is about. So we would find him in the Brass Citadel. We'll certainly take care of that eventually. Exotic herbs. I mean, still don't know how to change my party. If I don't figure it out by the end of the stream, you can tell me how I can switch out my party members. I forgot about it. So please let me know in the comments down below. But maybe I will figure it out during today's episode. What's the name? Quidsley?
Why, hello. Kudstili at your service.
Quidsley, okay. She sets down her pruning shears and looks you up and down with a warm smile.
I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Maybe you're still getting your bearings? Some of my herbs can help with seasickness or worse afflictions.
What makes you think I got here recently?
It's nothing personal. You just have that taking everything in look about you. Give it time. It'll pass.
She reaches to brush a curl of fur behind her ear. Her gaze wanders towards Seraphim and lingers there, then she pulls her focus back to you, blushing slightly.
Ain't no shame in looking, lass.
Flashing a crooked grin, Seraphim bows to the herbalist. What brings an herbalist to Periki's Overlook?
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after.
She smiles.
Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really. Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Periki's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
I see. I don't really have to look at your wares right now, but we will be back. Okay, metalwork. Marihi's metalwork. Let's see. There is Marihi.
I say, you look like someone who wants protection and a certain something about presence. Akira?
The Wonder Woman scans you up and down, nodding as she measures your proportions.
Holler if any of the iron or steel laying around catches your fancy. Or if you need something repaired, I'm happy to take a glance.
Oh, show her the shards of the Blade of Endless Path and the Whispers of Yenwood. Can you do anything with these?
Akira, but these wonders have suffered greatly. I say you must take better care of your things.
I know, believe me. So what do you think?
I say I could repair these to their working order for 1,500 pyres each.
1,500?
Something about the metal. It yearns to bond as one. I could join all these pieces into a greatsword for 3,000 pyres.
Ooh.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
Let's get the greatsword.
Akira, when you swing this beauty, you must make sure to tell your foes that Mahiri sent you.
Okay.
Whispers of the Endless Paths. A most brooding and gloomful weapon, I say.
Okay, she passes you the greatsword with a proud sigh.
May it chop your enemies into fine pieces for the delight of Tongaloa.
Sure. This is some fine work.
I'm honored to have the trust of such a fine customer.
She just leaves.
Do not hesitate to bring me another challenge. Akira?
Okay. She inkles her head and touches her brow.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
She smiles and tips her head towards her wares. Periki's Overlook is an interesting place for an armorer.
Akira, they wouldn't put a traditional smith here unless she brought something special.
She sighs and glances towards her tools.
My clients wanted everything engraved and beautiful. Wasn't why I got into the business, but it keeps my debtors happy. I keep it interesting working with exotic materials like shark leather, since there's some demand and little supply.
She shrugs, running her hand across the length of her head. Okay, makes sense. So let's check out this greatsword. That could be something for... what's her name? Pelagina. Let's compare it to the poleaxe. Similar. What do we have? Additional effects. Also similar. Increased reach two-hander, text on a cone. You crafted this colossal blade from the fragments of the Whispers of Yenwood and the Blade of the Endless Path. The weapon's reach is unmatched by any other greatsword, and the flanges along the blade provide for a measure of defense from lesser weapons. I mean, we kind of have to use this, right? It's slightly better. Yeah, let's look at it. Ooh, it looks sweet. Yes. That's a great sword. Could even upgrade it. Or enchant it, I should say. Let's see what I could do with it. Blade form. Minus 2% recovering time, okay. Offensive parry. Deflection against melee weapon, counterattack. That's pretty good. Run through. Once per encounter. Okay. Okay, it's already exceptional. 30,000. Wow. Point blank. Plus 20% range damage against close. Could make it exceptional. Plus 30% damage. I think that's pretty good, right? Honor Guard breastplate. Could make that exceptional. Kitchen stove, mince fortune. Fortune's folly. Random affliction for 10 seconds to target on crit. Or plus 15% crit damage. Both pretty good. Sharpshooters, steel threaded. Crush armor rated, slash armor rating. Interesting. I think for this one I would like the offensive parry. I will wait a little bit with that, but I have an eye on the enchantments. Certainly have an eye on them. Okay, so let's leave the metalworks. Okay, now where do we go next?
How much of the captain's hardtack have you eaten? You're gonna make yourself sick again, foolish bird.
Then we go into the bathhouse. Oh, wow, look at this. Who's Udin?
I see you brought your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity.
A venerable elf sits beside the water, her creased and spotted skin slightly flushed by the heat. Numerous scars mar her skin on face and torso alike. Her eyes open and their sharp gaze focus on you. Pain? I have no pain.
Aye, if you say so.
The elf's eyes examine you as a physician might, probing but impersonal. What brings you to the bathhouse?
It eases my pain. More than that is an awful long yarn, and nae lickly.
I'd like to hear it.
I fecht in the broken stone war some 2 centuries gone by now. I left the woods of a deer for the eastern reach. I claimed to seek to protect our colonists, but in truth, I sought the glory of battle.
She sighs and touches her brow.
Glory were nae to be had. Truth be telt, I hold luckier than most. The Orlans o' Ayr Glanfath wielded blades that sheathed spirit as easily as flesh. Some of mine fellas were slaughtered body and soul.
So what happened to you?
One weird o' the will of the gods one. A farmer near a Boots log home invited the soldiers for dinner. 'Twas hairst, and the crop was rowdy. She and her man devised us a braw and gusty feast. Deer pie and salmon, a stew of cabbage, carrots, and potatoes. Squash roasted with pine nuts, and the sweetest honey bread I ever tasted.
A weak smile spreads her mouth.
The Glanfathans riled the animals. By then we caught the trick, so the captain bade the farmer's family stay within. We skipped into the necht, approached the thick swine, and the arrows began to fall.
Go on. She exhales a long, thin sigh.
Ah, the shelter folk, hunters and kempers bred, aimed their arrows true, and 2 of us fell immediately. The Orlans rashed us then, small and shady, visible only by the violet flames that lit their blades. We drank it that firm in blood, both sides. In the end, only I remained, standing in the farmhouse door, holding mine innards in, waiting for another cocksfeather to come and finish the work. I only lived because of that farmer. She sewed me up, fed me till I had health enough to stand. She said she owned me, but...
She shakes her head.
I think we both conned that we brought the trouble upon them with our presence. The raiders had been too many a slecht a simple farmhouse.
Your wounds trouble you still?
The pine bothered me little in mine youth. I fought ye. I set flames to black trees. I took arms again, the uprising at New Dunreed. After that, little welcome remained me in the new Duke's Kintra, and I travelled northward. Yet with age, the old wounds show new depth. By my count, I've suffered 18 arrows and half again as many stabbings. That I yet live testifies to either my stubbornness or that of the gods. I ranged for years seeking a balm for the growing pine. Drink helped for a time, svev for another. Now, only these baths, infused with Adra, dull the agony.
So you fought against the Deerwood's independence?
Aye, I did. At the time it seemed recht. Now, I feel less certain.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Aye. Thank you for listening. Few day. Lest there's anything you need, please, let me to mine water.
Sure. Okay, that was an interesting story. Let's look around a little bit more. Bathhouse Stewart. Hello, Stewart.
The cost of enjoying the bathhouse's unique offering is 1,000 copper per session.
1,000? The bathhouse steward crosses his arms and smiles. His look holds an invitation, but a warning too. So, why so much?
A prudent question.
He draws himself up to his full height and puts his hands behind him.
The bathwaters are infused with hand-refined luminous Adra, which promotes a holistic balance of the humors. Because of luminous Adra's remarkable qualities, it is also a significant investment to both supply and maintain. Ganor may tell you more if you're curious. He is something of an amateur alchemist, in addition to being a businessman of remarkable skill and insight.
Next you'll tell me Luminous Adra grants the bather eternal life.
Would that it were so. Ganor would make good money, and perhaps I would receive a raise, yes?
When have you ever known men such as Ganor to share their spoils?
You, I like. We see eye to eye on many things, I suspect.
Let's out a bark of laughter.
A small discount for you, friend. For making me laugh. 900 copper.
But not now. Are those people naked? Let's talk to this guy.
Is this your first time to the baths?
An old man stretches his arms over his head and yawns, making a show of displaying his moistened physique. I haven't been in the water yet.
Ah, the cost is high, but so are the delights. I might have the skin and bones of a retired scarecrow, but the waters bring youth back, where it counts.
Okay, he studies you from under lowered brow as his knees begin to drift apart. Go on.
If only we had a bit of privacy. Maybe in another life, eh?
Nothing as good as talking to a perf. What's with this?
I hope we haven't spent
lady?
too much time in the baths.
The young woman takes your measure wearing a concerned frown. It's fine. I don't work here.
I see. My thanks for clearing that up.
In any case, we hope you enjoy your time.
Her companion suddenly tips her head to shoo you away. What brings you to the
I am
bathhouse?
helping Herwina to conceive. She came all the way from the Deerwood, and I will see that she returns with arms laden with young.
After the Hollowborn crisis, I wanted no child of mine born in those blighted lands.
This place is a miracle. Every day I emerge from the baths as a new woman, and my first child will be as strong as an Adra pillar.
I don't think that's how it works.
Is that true?
She blinks at Sainu.
Do not listen. Luminous Adra is the life of the Deadfire. It can bring life to you, I say.
She rests her palm on Rowena's shoulder and dismisses you with a look. Jesus. Don't want people get scammed. Warriors.
Have you tried the bathing pool?
There's some naked people.
Its waters allow you to absorb the powers of the dead.
You are
Incredible.
too morbid, my friend. The Adra Ganor uses has been blessed by the gods.
Oh, that is
and it
Ganor.
is their blessing that empowers you.
You're greeted by a tall, carefully composed man. The crescent moon in the center of his forehead glows faintly. Up close, the careful tailoring of his opal-adorned robes and their immaculate cleanliness speak to a deep well of vanity.
Welcome, welcome. I am Ganor, owner and proprietor of the Luminous Bathhouse. If there's any way I might make your visit more comfortable, you need only ask.
He clasps his hands and bows, a playful smile tugging at the corner of his lips.
Your exchange with Amrio was observed. Such behavior is my responsibility. I've tripled his rates until he learns to conduct himself.
Of
course you would. Just speak with the steward near the stairs. He will make
Okay.
certain you are treated well.
What do you have for sale? Oh, the Moistened Cove. So this is basically like an... Ooh. Okay. Party management. I found it. Ha. Who are we kicking out though? For now, I think Maya can take a break for now. I'd like to take Adair with me again. And maybe Seraphim will take a break as well, and instead maybe Shoti for now. Let's switch it up a little bit. Okay. That's it for now. Now I have to level up Adair and Shoti. Let's do that. Let's give him some more athletics. And some more streetwise. Choose one ability to mind afflictions, which would be pretty good for a tank. Vigorous defense. Using all defense for a short time. That's pretty good. Fighter stance or stances. Don't think monastic training. Competent aim. Bull's will fearless. Kind of tough. What to take? What's this? Charge. Oh, that could be good. Dash. So he is proficient with sabers. Sword, half sword, warhammers, clubs, flails. I think I give him a proficiency in large shields. And Shoti, let's see. Shoti. Some alchemy. Religion. Now, what do I want for her? Among each time he or she gains a wound. Yeah, that's pretty good. 30 of agony. Is able to cleanse their body. Pretty good. Swift Fury. While active melee weapon critical hits have a chance to trigger another attack instantly. Adjust the monk's attacks to also deal shock damage. Let's do that. And she has a second power. The monk gains insight through endurance, gaining a temporary bonus to fortitude whenever a hostile effect expires. Blade turning. The monk uses lightning fast hand movement to redirect incoming melee attacks for a short time. The monk immediately inflicts raw damage on himself or herself and gains wounds. Reduce the wound cost to activate. Let's take blade turning. What are her proficiencies again? Doesn't tell me here. Oh, she had 2 level ups. Then we go further. To alchemy. More religion. So another one here. Thunderous blows. Gather all of your strengths into your strikes. Gain the tenacious inspiration while effect lasts. Okay. Okay, she is hatchet, small shields, quarter staff. That's pretty good. Maybe also flail or club. I think flail would be nice for her. It's a very monk-like weapon, right? Right? Is it? I don't know. But now I can give Adair this nice thing, Min's Fortune. Let's put that there, and this large shield. Let's give him that. Put that in the stash. Shoti. What about these enchantments? Can't do any of these. Could do it fine for 1000. Just make it a little bit better. Let's do that. Could make it exceptional. Probably not right now. Fortune's Folly. Crit damage. Actually, let's do that for there. Kind of like it. What's with her lantern? Fine. Yeah, let's make it fine as well. Oh, there it also said small shields. I asked that earlier in the playthrough. It says small shield. Okay, fine. But I think that may take care of everything. Let's switch out this armor though. Yeah, I think that's about it. Switched out our party. Let's see how they will work together. I hope very well. Let's see if we... yeah, I have to adjust that. Do something like that, maybe. Okay, I think this is where we... where I leave it for today. We will explore Periki's Overlook, in particular the Animancer Guild. That will be interesting. It was Animancers, right? But I will explore Periki's Overlook next time a little bit more. Then we will... I think I have like a couple of things I want to check in Neketaka, and then we will soon leave Neketaka for the first time in forever. So thank you all for joining me today. It was a joy as always. I hope you enjoyed the episode as well. And if you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a bunch and brings more content to you in the future. I will be back with more Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire very soon. Until then, have a great time.